Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eliana Magra, and here are the top headlines of the day in Greece. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis visited the Ministry of Economy and Finance this morning, which is now led by former Education Minister Kyriakos Pierakakis. The Prime Minister described Moody's decision to upgrade Greece's economy to investment grade as a national success. He also stated that Greece will generate more revenue through either tax reductions or increased public investments. The Finance Minister emphasized that one of the ministry's goals is to combat tax evasion by using technological tools, among other measures. But it hasn't been smooth sailing for the government's new cabinet. Last night, about 30 hours after being sworn in as Deputy Minister for Research and Innovation at the Ministry for Development, Aristos Doxiadis resigned from his post. The opposition had accused Doxiadis of being linked to a now defunct company that was twice convicted of unfair competitive practices. The company was also in debt to suppliers and had failed to pay taxes to the state. Mr. Doxiadis, an economist, wrote on social media yesterday that he had been tried for this case and acquitted by a criminal court in 2013. He said earlier today that the decision to resign was his own and that he did not leave any room for the Prime Minister to reject his resignation. Now, 3 people who suffered burn injuries in the nightclub fire that claimed 59 lives in North Macedonia remain in the ICU at Papanikolaou Hospital in Thessaloniki. Greek media reported today that 2 of them have undergone surgery. 2 other victims were hospitalized at the 424 General Military Hospital, also in Thessaloniki, a city in northern Greece, and have undergone a tracheotomy. The victims were transported by ambulance from North Macedonia to Greece. Health Minister Athanis Georgiadis wrote on X last night that 3 hospitals in Athens and 1 in Thessaloniki are prepared to receive more burn victims if necessary. Greek Foreign Minister George Gerapetritis arrived in Brussels today to attend the European Union's Foreign Affairs Council. Upon his arrival, Mr. Gerapetritis noted that Greece, like the EU, supports a just and sustainable solution to the war in Ukraine, which will ensure Ukraine's territorial integrity and sovereignty. He expressed concern about the deterioration of the situation in the West Bank and stated that efforts to end the war in Gaza should be intensified. He also emphasized the need to strengthen the Palestinian Authority to facilitate the establishment of a Palestinian state. The Foreign Minister condemned the recent violent events in Syria and added that an informal discussion on the Cyprus issue will begin tonight in Geneva. He concluded by stating Cyprus can no longer be divided. Now, in other news, earlier this morning, 43 migrants were spotted in a boat about 20 nautical miles south of Gavdos. The Greek Coast Guard picked them up and transported them to Agia Galini, a port village in Rethymno, on the northern side of the island. Last weekend may have felt like the beginning of summertime in Greece, but it looks like this week we're returning to winter. The National Meteorological Service has issued an emergency weather warning for Tuesday and Wednesday, predicting a significant temperature drop of up to 15 degrees Celsius. The service also forecasts heavy rain, thunderstorms, and even snowfall in mountainous and semi-mountainous areas. These weather phenomena are expected to primarily impact regions such as Macedonia, Thessaly, and Evia, along with other areas across the country. Finally, the International Olympic Academy will host the opening of the 144th session of the International Olympic Committee tomorrow. The session will run until Friday, with the committee electing its new president on Thursday. Thomas Bach, the outgoing head of the IOC, and Greece's new president, Konstantinos Tasoulas, are expected to deliver speeches during tomorrow's opening ceremony, which will be held at ancient Olympia. And that was all for today. Tune in again tomorrow for the only English language news bulletin in the country, and ladies and gentlemen, have a good afternoon.